Malika Zarra found solace in music, playing the clarinet and grooving to soul singers like Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder, as well as artists from her homeland.
Wow, and I discovered bossa nova, Milton Nascimento, Bobby McFerrin, Ella Fitzgerald. I just fell in love because I felt that she has so much happiness.
You're my honeysuckle rose.
She was really giving so much happiness, and I was really touched by her.
She was also drawn to jazz music's scatting and improvisation. After high school, she immersed herself in the genre at music conservatories and academies around France. Her parents were not pleased.
You know, this generation, they really believe seriously in education, and they don't want them children to have them the same life. You know, they want them children to get educated and to have, you know, be doctor, you know, and blah blah blah, you know, this kind of work.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and also for me, I wasn't sure, you know, it was so hard because at the beginning it wasn't a passion. It was really something that I really wanted to learn, and sometimes it was like, I'm not sure if I really want to do that. So I was trying, you know, to focus in my study, and I mean, when I decided I really want to be, it's what I want to do, you know, I wasn't anymore at my parents, at my mother's place actually, so it was easier.
She soon became a fixture on the Paris music scene, performing at well-known clubs and at major music festivals. As her popularity grew, so did her curiosity about a career outside France. In 2004, she traded the City of Lights for the City That Never Sleeps. She says she feels more creative freedom in New York, more comfortable in her own skin.
I feel at home from different reasons in each place. I feel at home in Morocco because the family, you know, and people are really taking care of each other. You're never going to be left aside, you know. Even people that don't have money, they're always going to help, you know. And it's so warm, you know, so generous, and I feel home over there for the food, you know, for life quality and the weather, you know.
It's always warm.
It's always warm, you know. And yeah, so and also it's really beautiful, really a beautiful country. For me, France, it was really. I'm lucky to be part also of this country because I learn, you know, the notions of freedom.
She may not be a native New Yorker, but Malika Zarra feels this is home.
And for me, here,
New York,
it's New York, you know, US, it's the real place where I can fully express myself and express my identity and my culture without any being chained or, no, you shouldn't say that, you shouldn't do that, you know.
Malika Zarra has been visiting New York since the mid-90s and has lived here full-time for 5 years. She says the city still inspires her.
That's nice, huh, this one?
That's pretty.
Yeah.
At this festival in downtown Brooklyn, she was intrigued by the cuisine and the fashion, and moved by the pulsating rhythms.
I'm fine with that. It's the cutest accent. So you can.
During an early dinner at Kif, a popular Moroccan restaurant in Brooklyn, it's soon obvious that food is another of Zarra's great passions. Her friends and husband, Jean-Hugues Houdin, say she's as talented in the kitchen as she is on the stage.
Fantastic, you know, you have to come and taste the couscous.
Yes, the legendary couscous.
Absolutely.
I have to try this couscous.
Yeah.
Now
You will.
we work well as well. I mean, we have the same approach about food. So we like as well to improvise. So I don't improvise in music, but I can improvise with ingredients. It's the same. Cooking and music is very similar. You have a lot of ingredients. You have to make them together. So it's an art as well. Yeah.
Improvise. That's a good word.
Yeah, I think that's the way we approach life. We like improvisation. Like if we travel together, we don't make a lot of plans. We just say, book a hotel for the first night, and then after that we see how we go.
You're not in the music business.
No. I decided to have something very different, but I try to sing, but Malika doesn't want me to.
Oh, really? Why? Do you not have a good voice?
I don't know. I think so, but no. I'm a terrible singer. But
her husband, a software executive, says he was blown away the first time he saw Zarra on stage several years ago.
Yeah, I was in Paris, in a small cafe. So it was like a tiny place. And, I was amazed because it's different when you sing and rehearse at home and when you perform on stage with the microphone and all the instruments. I was actually impressed by her voice, and sometimes it was very touching me.
How long have you been married?
It's going to be 5 years. It's just been 5 years.
But we've been together for 7 years.
10.
No, not 10 years. No, that's not true.
Yeah, no. 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
No, that's not.
It's going to be 9 years in a few months.
In September. You're
Yes.
right.
Time
Wow,
flies.
9 years?
You see, we always disagree.
Oh.
So what's it like to have a wife who's a singer?
I love it. It's a part of the personality. I mean, to have to be with somebody who is a singer means as well that it's not like the 9 to 5 job. So it's a lot of things are very different in terms of rhythm and so on. I would say probably the thing that bothers me is the most that I didn't realize is since the last few years I've been working at home and working in an office in a room next to where somebody is what I call making a lot of noise all day long. So I bought a helmet, this noise cancellation, so I can. Because sometimes you hear the same. I mean, it's beautiful when you see somebody singing in a concert,
yes.
But you don't imagine, how many times you sing the same exactly little piece of 20 seconds, 500 times in the same day. That's the other side that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah,
But
I didn't even think about that, but you have to practice.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Dis-la-moi ton identité.
Is that how you got him? You sang to him?
Her personality attracted me.
Her personality.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's very down to earth, and somebody you can trust. And when she decides something, she does it. So she has a very strong determination.
She continues to challenge herself as an artist, even adding yet another language to her musical repertoire.
For this new album, I sing also 2 songs in Berber. The Berber where these people who are living in the whole North Africa and Center Africa, and they have their own languages. And as my mother, she's a Berber too, so I really wanted to sing in Berber. This song is, it's just a tribute to women, especially Berber women, because most of the time they always do the hardest job, hardest work, but we never talk about them. Mm-hmm. And I just, praise them, how much they're beautiful and courageous, and even if they're not up front, they're always in the shadow. I mean, they are the ones who really give us courage.